99X and the Morning X, Barnes and Leslie, getting back to this Cheeseburger Hustler story. So, if you missed the first segment, the basic catch-up is somebody... Yeah, the basic catch-up, you caught that, is Evergreen Butcher and Baker on Sundays has a burger that people are going crazy for. And a dude bought the 3 burgers, which was the limit before, and his buddies flaked out on him and they didn't show, so he sold the other 2 for a profit. That got the owners really pissed.
Oh, yes.
Very pissed. So we reached out to everyone involved, from writers to the owners of Evergreen Butcher and Baker. I've not been there yet. I need to go try that burger. And the Cheeseburger Hustler. And the only person willing to join us is the actual accused and the Cheeseburger Hustler. So we're not going to say his name. He asked me not to. I'll agree to that. I'm just reporting the story with Leslie Fram. I have no in or out in this.
But I believe he's already been outed.
Well, it's not our job to put the masses on him. They can,
okay.
You can research if you want and find whoever you want. But, hello, Cheeseburger Hustler.
Leslie, Barnes, thanks for having me. How are we feeling?
We're feeling good. You are the topic of a lot of conversation around this town.
Well, no, I love it. We need to have a better addressed conversation to these restaurant owners and these influencers that come in and ruin people's Sunday mornings. I am not an influencer, and nor am I a restaurant owner, and I have beef with them both, unintended.
I do have a question for you, though.
What's up?
Why? I mean, you could have just given them away for free and been a good citizen.
No, I don't think that's being a good citizen. Good citizen is taking the 150 burgers you have left over and giving them away when you're in Zone 6, a deeply gentrified neighborhood of East Atlanta right now.
Well, hold on. Don't they sell out the burger?
They sell out the burger, yes, but that's not their main bread and butter. Their main bread and butter, if we're talking about being a good citizen, their main bread and butter is the bakery and the butcher from Wednesday to Saturday. So if they wanted to be great citizens, they could go and give them away. I worked hard day in, day out, and I wanted to get some burgers Sunday morning and try the hype, and the hype did not live up to it at all.
Okay, let's back up.
The wrong way.
I mentioned at the top of the segment, you bought 3 burgers. Your buddies couldn't show up, so you sold 2 for a profit. How much profit did you make on the 2 burgers?
So out the door, it's $17.43 a burger, and I sold 2 for 2 for 40. So that would be around a 7.5% markup.
So just me, I wouldn't do that. That's too much work, I think. But for me, that's kind of a convenience fee that doesn't seem like a lot of money. If the burgers were still hot and I walked up and I saw you doing it, just this one instance, I probably wouldn't freak out. That's just me. I mean, I'm just saying, a couple bucks, you waited in line, you sold the burgers. Fram, I mean, what do you think?
Well, I have a lot to unpack here, but don't hang up, Mr. Hamburger Burglar. What are we calling him?
Cheeseburger Hustler.
The Cheeseburger Hustler. Okay. You said a second ago that, they should be giving these away because of the neighborhood they live in. That's really not like your business. It's their business. And a lot of businesses are struggling with rising food costs, rents. They're just trying to make a little bit more money to stay in business. So it's kind of like not your place to say that.
I think my business is done, Leslie. Respectfully, my business is done after I walk out the door. I wasn't on their property nor in front of it. And I looked back at the video, and burgers were still hot because I sold them at $1.36. When I got my burger was $1.04, and they were still warm. Passerbuyers, never done this before, never doing it again. And everyone's struggling out here. It's not just this business. It's every local business.
Hey, Cheeseburger Hustler, pro tip, by the way, put your seat warmers on the next time if you ever do this and just set the burgers on it.
Oh, good idea,
It will keep them warm for at least another half hour. I'm just saying.
We have a video of that too.
Okay,
with the seat warmers on it.
Okay, so you said you're not an influencer, but I did notice that your review that you left of a very unflattering review of Evergreen Butcher and Baker, that it says that you're a Yelp elite. Now, not just everyday people get the Yelp elite, so how are you not an influencer or not a reviewer or whatever, or official?
I don't take money or anything for reviews. I used to travel a lot for work, so Yelp had invited me a couple years ago, and I just started reviewing more and more. I eat out probably at least 4 or 5 times a week just for work alone, and then on the weekend with the missus. So I'd like to think I have a solid understanding of what hospitality and good food is, considering I've traveled all over the continent and Europe as well. So Yelp just invited me. I thought, why not? And then Google just keeps giving me more local guide, expert guide things. By no means of my own will did I become these things. They just invited me.
So I have to ask, like, what happened with the owners after they saw you reselling the burgers?
And you should include selling the burgers from a Porsche. Okay, so it's not like dude needed to make the $5 or $6.
With a 7% markup.
Right, but I'm just saying, Picture the scene. Bro's got the burgers. He's in a Porsche, like a drive-up, right? Like you're selling them out the window, or were you standing outside the car?
No, so originally I stood outside of the car to eat my burger, and my buddy, it was actually my friend and his son that wanted to try them because they had waited in line before, and they ended up flaking just because having a son isn't the easiest. And I literally rolled down my window, looked at a guy with a Red Hot Chili Pepper t-shirt, and I said, hey, man, I got these 2 burgers. Just give me 2 for $40. They're all yours. And the owners claimed that they came out and addressed me. They did not. And I also have a video of my rearview mirror driving away. So there's no Sean, no Emma, nothing. They never confronted me. The Axios article was a blatant lie.
So they took a picture of your car, though, right, and put it on social media?
I don't know if they took a picture or someone else sent it to them, but I promise you I'd see the big green aprons. They never came out. And total, we were outside for about 37, 38 minutes. After we were 3rd and 4th in line. They never addressed me. They never talked to me. The only time they talked to me is when they told me to move because it's confusing their other customers, which is not my problem.
When did you decide to?
I waited 2.5 hours.
I do have to ask you a question because it seems like you were a little perturbed. You thought that they were being a little pretentious and maybe a little rude to you because you had gotten there earlier. Is this kind of why you did this? You were trying to get back at them?
No, I don't get back at anyone. I just treat them with the same energy they treated me. They wanted to post my car, and I thought, hell, why not tell people about their customer service? And on their website, it says, we hope to provide you an unpretentious product. And in the most pretentious way, they addressed me. I'm not perturbed by anything. And I think it's asinine that these people have multiple reviews about changing their cheeseburger operation on Sundays, and people still don't listen. So if it's not me, it's going to be the next food martyr.
Okay, we have to take a break, come back and wrap this up with the Cheeseburger Hustler, and this all went down at Evergreen Butcher and Baker, which has a lot of hype about the burgers. There's something that has happened in this space, in the review space, that is very difficult to happen. And I want to get into that and ask you your opinion on why it happened. We're talking to the actual Cheeseburger Hustler. I know it sounds funny.
It's for real.
It's for real. So hold tight, Cheeseburger Hustler. We'll be back on the Morning X. Investigative reporting. We got all this from our buddy Josh Mankiewicz. We know now.
Barnes, are you going to do a catch-up?
We're going to do more catch-up. We must do it. All right. Next on the Morning X, this is 99X.